It's been 3 months since the Quest 3's been released, and many of your friends and family will be hoping to get one this holiday. Or maybe you'll be getting one and you're looking for a guide on what to get, what accessories to buy. Well, you've come to the right place. I'll be covering the hardware, the accessories that I've played, including head straps, knuckle straps, facial covers, docks, prescription lenses, you name it, it's all covered in this video. And also at the end, we'll cover some of the biggest launch titles that you and your loved ones need to know about to get this holiday. As always, timestamps are below and I'll leave links to everything in the description so you can check it out yourself. All right, let's get started. Starting with the hardware, there's two hardware options available. You have the 128 gig and the 512 gig, and the choice is really simple. If the user has a VR capable gaming PC and will primarily play VR games through there, go for the 128 gig. On the other hand, if they're a casual player and just likes to play small titles like walkabout mini golf with their friends and dabble in the odd big game like Assassin's Creed Nexus, 128 gig is the choice for them. But if they're a diehard user and they're going to be using the Quest for majority of the week, they want to play the biggest titles, then it's no question whether or not to get the 512 gigabytes, since the 128 is going to fill up mighty quick, with the big games now averaging around 15 to 30 gigabytes. Now, when it comes to storage, there are going to be the few people that don't mind deleting and reinstalling their games if they can save a buck and go for that 128 version. All right, now that we got the hardware out of the way, let's talk about the most essential upgrade for that Quest 3, and that's the head strap. The one included with the Quest 3 is awfully uncomfortable for long periods of time and is really finicky to get on. Once you upgrade this, the soft strap will never see the light of day again. Meta offers a couple of fun colored straps, but once again, they're just the soft straps, so avoid this unless you want to spend the $50 on adding some color to the Quest. If you want to keep things official, Meta does offer a fantastic upgrade, which is the Elite strap. It is super comfortable and I'd highly recommend it, but it's a little pricey at $70. Now, that might be then the perfect gift for someone who's already got a Quest 3, because they probably don't want to buy the Quest 3 and buy another $70 purchase on top of what's already expensive. So it might actually be the perfect gift. And it is sleek, it fits well, and it's easy to adjust. Now, you might read online that the Elite strap had some snapping issues because of the material. That wasn't the Quest 3 version, that was the early units for the Quest 2. So don't worry about that when you're buying for Quest 3. Now, if the $70 price tag is too much, I understand that. We have a lot of good third-party alternatives, and the one I would personally recommend is the Zyber Elite strap. It has great build quality, feels as comfy as the official version, and it's actually great for people who are bold since there's a ton of padding on the top strap. This comes in at $40 on Amazon, and to be honest, there's lots of discounts that happen all the time, so you might even get it cheaper than that. It's not as sleek as the official Elite head strap, but you won't be disappointed. Speaking of disappointment, welcome to the land of battery straps. The Quest 3 should get you around 2 to 3 hour playtime depending on the game, which is more than enough for some, like myself to be honest, but for the power users out there, 2 to 3 hours is nowhere near enough, and that's where they'll look for battery straps to extend that playtime. And here's the thing. The official Meta Elite strap with battery is expensive. At $130, it has a known issue right now where the headset recognizes the strap for a few seconds and then not, preventing the strap from charging your headset whilst in use. In fact, as of now, Meta has temporarily paused sales of the head strap while it manufactures new ones without the fault. So if you happen to see one in the wild, just leave it alone because it probably is going to be a faulty one. The most popular battery strap right now is the Bobo VR M3. Now, I went into a detailed review on my channel last week, so you can check that out. But the main thing was that the actual battery that they ship is not powerful enough to charge the Quest 3 itself. Now, the one that I got actually did just say Quest 2 on the battery manual, so maybe I just got shipped a really old one, but it hardly kept up. And because it wasn't powerful enough, it couldn't actually charge it whilst it was in use. It just slowed down the rate of discharge. So I would wait on this one until Bobo will update their batteries. Now, there are other battery straps from good companies like Kiwi Design who have just released theirs. I've not had a chance to try that out, so definitely stay tuned for that. Now, they do claim that their battery is going to charge at 15 watts, which should, in theory, keep up with the Quest 3 and be able to actually charge it whilst in use. But the jury's out. I'll just have to update you once I get my hands on that battery strap. So the end of the story, battery straps, just avoid them for now. Don't buy them for this holiday. Wait for the new year once they do get revised and once they do get better. Now if you're still craving some juice, however, definitely go for a good battery bank. The Quest 3 supports up to 45 watts for fast charging, so the bigger the better. Just get them a 2-meter USB-C cable so they can comfortably play whilst having their battery in their pocket. Oh, and also, if you want to take things to the extreme level, Zyber offer a neck battery which has been well received. I would avoid gifting this, however. It does look kind of ridiculous, and for some people, that's fine. I mean, you're in VR, you're gonna look a bit ridiculous no matter what, but some people just might not want to actually wear the battery. So I would leave this one, let them choose if they want to go that route or not. Okay, let's talk about facial covers, and the one shipped in the box is actually okay. It's not terrible like the Quest 2 one, but it's not the best either, and you could definitely go for an upgrade. If the person is into VR workouts, then definitely get them a silicone sleeve. You can get a 2-pack on Amazon for about $20, and they're really handy to keep the sweat off your headset. They simply slip over the installed facial strap, and after your workout, you can slip it off and rinse it under the sink. These are also great for hygienic purposes if you want to pass the headset to different people, because you can just wipe the silicone or just take it off and put a second one on for their use. If you want a more permanent solution, Meta does offer their own silicone cover, which is not really a slip-on cover, it just replaces the whole facial strap. So this is not good for rinsing it under the sink after those workout sessions, but you could wipe it easily and it is more comfortable than the standard face strap. Now my personal recommendation is to wait until VR Cover has sorted out their facial covers. The one I used was a PU leather one back in the day for the Quest 2 and absolutely loved it. And I reached out to them and they did say it is coming out probably at the end of the year, if not the start of January. So keep your eye on that. And plus I have a 10% code in the description below, but this is not sponsored. I actually generally really like their facial covers. Keeping on the workout train, definitely get them a pair of Knuckle Straps. I've been testing these from AMVR and love them. They add some grip to the controller and are comfortable to use for those fast-paced games. I have done a video comparing these to the official Meta Active Straps, and you can check that out here, but honestly, I really like the AMVR ones, so I would recommend those because they're only $30, and to be honest, once again, they're on Amazon. There's always discounts. You'll probably get them cheaper. Now there's nothing worse to have to use your VR headset with glasses. Meta's facial cover does come with a nice glasses spacer pre-built in, which is a neat touch. However, if you do use that spacer, you'll lose field of view, so it's better to get some prescription lenses. Now there are a lot of companies offering prescription lenses. You can get them off Meta's website, but they're not all created the same. And my personal choice would be the VR Wave. These magnetically attach to your Quest 3, so you can always clip them off if you're handing the headset to a friend or family member. I use these all the time with my Quest 2 and preferred them to the clip-in ones, which are available on Meta's website, since they can break easily when you try and take them off. Also, if you don't need a prescription, VR Wave offer an anti-glare blue light filter version, which is great for long sessions and protecting your actual lenses from scratches. Now for the prescription versions, they can range from $80 and above. It really depends on the strength of your prescription, so check out the website and plug in those numbers to get an accurate price. Rounding off the accessories here are the least necessary accessories, but would be a great gift for a lot of people. Starting off with the official docking station, Meta have priced this at an absurd $130. But if you want a dock, then this is the dock. There's not many third-party manufacturers who have made docks yet, especially ones that actually charge the Quest. And the cool thing about this is that not only does it charge your Quest 3, it also comes with rechargeable batteries for your controllers, so they can charge by just placing them on. I personally don't have it because I feel like $130 is a lot, but once again, this will be a nice gift for people who already own the Quest 3 because they probably haven't considered buying it because of how expensive it is. For audio solutions, technically you can use any headphones with the Quest 3, however, the style of choice is the Soundcore VR P10 wireless headphones. They are actually made specifically for the Quest 2, but work just as well for the Quest 3. They are low latency wireless headphones which have pass-through charging, so you can leave that dongle in. And also, if you were to put that dongle in any other USB-C device like a Nintendo Switch, for example, it will work just fine on those devices as well. And it really is a no-brainer if you want to buy an audio solution for your Quest. And finally, cases. Meta does offer an official case. I haven't used the Quest 3 version, but I used the Quest 2 and it is meant to be quite similar. Now, I absolutely loved my Quest case. I thought it was fantastic. It was hard shell. It kept the controllers, it kept the charger, it kept the USB-C cable, and it worked with the official Elite strap. But that's the thing. Not all cases are created equal. There's a lot of big bulky cases that you can buy on Amazon, which is great because they'll work with pretty much every single head strap out there. The Meta Quest ones will probably only work with the official ones. I haven't actually tried the Zyber head strap on this one, but yeah, normally cases are fit for certain head straps. So I would recommend not to buy this or not to gift it for someone. Let them buy it once they know what the head strap they're gonna go for. Also, avoid the really slim ones on Amazon because they will probably need that soft strap to be installed. And as we mentioned on the top of the video, we wanna throw that soft strap away immediately. So don't get the really slim ones because it just doesn't work with a VR headset. Right, so that's the accessories. Let's turn our attention to the games. Now, when it comes to games, they're all digital only, so you can't run out to a GameStop and buy a physical release, unfortunately. So the best thing that you're gonna do is buy a gift card. The gift card value obviously depends on you, and they are available in these countries here. Now, unfortunately, they are digital, but you could always just print it off and maybe put it in a Christmas card for somebody. Now, if you're not too sure about how much to put on there because you're not sure how much the games are worth, well, have a look at the Quest store, have a look at see which games that they'd be wanting to buy, or if they've mentioned that they want to buy something like Assassin's Creed, then you'd want to put something like $40, $50 on the card. But games typically range from $20 to $30. I would say that's the ballpark average price. Now, there's always Christmas sales, there's always sales across the year, so you're probably gonna be able to get quite a few games. If you gave them a $50 gift card, that would probably do them for like 3 or 4 games if they get stuff off sale. And before we wrap up the video, here are the biggest Quest 3 titles that launched over the last 3 months that you should keep your eye on. Assassin's Creed Nexus VR is the standout title this holiday. Ubisoft have done an excellent job in bringing the Assassin's Creed franchise to VR, and fans of the series will feel right at home with this one. I'm currently 4 to 5 hours in and having a blast, and it's a must-buy for me. Pavlov Shack is a beloved multiplayer shooter. If you're into the Call of Duty series, then look no further than Pavlov. It's worth every penny. Power Wash Simulator sounds silly on the surface, but it's actually a very relaxing and satisfying game on Quest. It's a good game to mix in between those heavy assassin and shooting experiences. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord is a game that I haven't personally tried, but the reviews are a mixed bag on this one. It's mainly an online only game, so keep that in mind, although you could technically play single player with an AI companion. So this game is actually the perfect time to tell you about the 2-hour return window. So basically, if you have a game and you've played it for no longer than 2 hours and you decide you don't like it or there's causing motion sickness or whatever, you can actually get a refund from Meta, and it just takes like 3 or 4 days, but it will come in, no questions asked. So definitely take advantage of that if you want to try some games. Vampire the Masquerade Justice is cut from the same cloth as Dishonored 2 on flat screen consoles. It's a pure single player experience that will have you roaming the streets at night, taking out enemies and sucking blood out the rats. I had a ton of fun with this one. I would recommend it for a solid experience. Demio Battles is a bite-sized version of the bigger self-titled brother. It's a turn-based board game in the end of the day, which is to be played online or against AI. The game is great in mixed reality and features co-location, so if you're getting 2 quests, you can play together right in your living room. Journey to Foundation is another story-based single-player title which is set in the same world as Apple TV show Foundation. I'm yet to play this one, but another very well-reviewed title, and if you're into heavy story-based games, then be sure to check this one out. The Seventh Guest VR is one of my favorite games this holiday. It's a remake of the classic 92 version of the game, and it's completely reimagined for VR. It's well built, the puzzles are not too difficult, but will have your head scratching in certain areas. All in all, it's a solid 8 out of 10 that I'd recommend to all puzzle game lovers. And finally, Arizona Sunshine 2 is out this month, 7 years after the original. You can play this adventure completely single player or co-op, and you get to slaughter lots of zombies alongside your best friend, Buddy the dog. Now just remember, every Quest 3 owner also gets a free copy of Asgard's Wrath 2, which is set to be one of the biggest games this year. And if you got the 512 version, then you do get a free 6-month subscription to MetaQuest Plus, which is their monthly subscription service, which gives you 2 free games, or technically 2 free games every single month. So definitely check that out. And if you're not a subscriber, it is around $8 per month for that. And there we have it. There is my Quest 3 holiday buyer's guide. Let me know in the comments if I've missed anything or if you have any recommendations. Obviously, I haven't tried absolutely everything out there, so recommendations down below would be welcome. And let me know if you're getting a Quest 3 this holiday, and also what is the title that you're really looking forward to play. Like for me, over Christmas, I'm definitely going to play more and more Assassin's Creed, but I'm also buzzing for Wallace and Gromit: The Grand Getaway, which is a show that I used to watch as a kid, so I'm excited to jump into that world. But that's all from me. Stay subscribed, like the video, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.